Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. I want to start off by thanking you guys for being patient with me while I took a little bit of time to deal with some personal issues. The start of 2020 hasn't been the best. I've got a possibly fractured wrist, and as you saw, we had the loss of a beloved pet, and so that everything is just kind of been crumbling down around me. And I know that in the grand scheme of things, there are larger things going on in the world, but it still is my life. And when things like that happen, it does tend to kind of knock you down a little bit. So, with that being said, I'm trying to pick myself up and get back to where I wanted to be. And with that, I am going to go ahead and get started with this video. I want to remind you guys to give this video a like. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell icon and select all so you never miss a beat. Also, be sure to check us out on Instagram at servicedog_stone or at Pullen vlogs. And besides that, I will just say that I will do a little bit of voiceover in this video, and then the rest will just be some music for you guys to enjoy and watch. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started. So to start off, I'm going to talk about this piece a little bit. I had already sketched it up, that way I could just jump right into the painting. I figured that you guys didn't really need to see the sketching process because it did take me quite a while. I used a bunch of different pieces of sketches from my sketchbook to build this image that you see before you, and then a little bit of my own imagination went into it as well. I don't really have a name or a title or anything for this piece. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down below. I just wanted to work with a new medium that is kind of part of this video, and that is acrylic, and that's what I'm working with here. For Christmas, I received a gift set that had a couple different types of mediums in them, and one of them was acrylic, so I decided to go ahead and do a little piece in it. And this is my first ever acrylic art piece, and I'm actually really happy with it. I, as you see, kind of didn't really have a full concept in mind. I kind of just went with it and built upon it as I went, and I really enjoyed it. I actually ended up going to the store and picking up some canvas boards because I didn't really enjoy the process of painting on the paper. I don't like when it bubbles up, and it did eventually dry out and be relatively smooth, but during the process it really just warps the picture and makes it hard for me to really see what's going on and what should be maybe a different shade because it's laying differently. So with that, I picked up some boards to try some future acrylic paintings on. If you guys would like to see those, I'll leave a poll up above for you to vote if you'd like me to do some more acrylic paintings on camera. I'm not sure if you guys will enjoy these or not. Like I said, I'm new to it, so I'm kind of developing it myself. So with that being said, we will move into what the video is about, and that is my 2020 art goals. So these art goals are in no particular order. They're just kind of what I jotted down as I thought about them. And I'm just gonna kind of read them off in a list. So first off, I want to fill an entire sketchbook. Now this isn't impossible. I mean, there's sketchbooks of all different varieties of sizes and shapes, but I have a bunch of sketchbooks that are sitting blank on my shelf because I was too, what's the word I want to use? Too against my own art to even begin sketching something. I felt like I would be wasting the pages by even putting any kind of pencil sketch to the paper. So that's my first one. The next thing is I want to try to collab with another artist at least one time a month. It'd be awesome if I can collab more frequently than that, but finding artists to collab with and then also having the freedom and the time to do a collab, uh, these videos are quite intensive, and then when you add the editing and working with somebody else and their time schedule, it really gets tricky. So I want to try to aim for at least one time a month. Also, I want to try at least 2 new mediums this year. So I've already tried one, which is acrylic. Now, I know that I've worked with acrylic in the past, but not specifically like in an art piece. So I was pretty excited about this, that I've already checked off one for this year. Of course, I want to continue working with it so that I can get better at it, because I do really enjoy the painting process. Also, I want to create my own original character, or OC, with a mini story this year. It's something that I've kind of thought about in the past, but I've never actually sat down and drawn something up because, again, I was so against my own art. Maybe I can do a video about that sometime. Let me know down below if you'd like to maybe see a video about something like that. Also, I want to post more consistent art videos as a record of my own art growth. And this is the same thing with my service dog training. I want to post more videos with my service dog training so that I can see the growth that maybe I don't see every day because my dog is with me 24/7. But if I'm seeing maybe a video from 30 days ago until now, I might actually be more apt to realize my own growth and be more proud of my own art. The next thing that I wrote down was to practice more basic animation, and that kind of goes into animating my own YouTube channel intro. Right now, the one that I have is built up from, working on programs and putting a sequence in, and it's like a whole process, but it's not actually me animating it, drawing it myself. And that's where I'd like to kind of go. I'd like to just draw my own intro. And a little bit of a spoiler of that is I am actually working on one, but I'm not sure if it will be the final project or product, I should say, or not. Also, I would like to take an art program or class, preferably something free. There's lots of services online and classes online, lots of YouTube videos that are great for learning, and that's something that I want to do this year, is really focus on learning more about the basics. Also, I want to get comfortable with drawing without an eraser, which will be kind of a challenge video coming up. But I rely on the erase tool so much, either the erase tool, I've been doing digital a lot lately, but either the eraser on my pencil or the eraser tool in my digital art program. I erase and draw lines like crazy, and I feel like I spend a lot of time just redrawing things that I should know better or I should already have down better. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's something that I really want to work on. I also want to do more live studies, like quick draws and like actual studies from life. I want to design my own avatar for my channel this year, because a lot of the art channels that I watch have their own avatar that they designed, and I actually do not have one, and I don't even know where to get started. I've been trying to kind of mock up some ideas, and nothing is satisfying me, so that's going to be a big project for me this year, is making something that I am comfortable with and something that I'm proud of that suits me. So all of these efforts are in an attempt to develop my own art style. I want to feel comfortable with my style and feel as though it's a second nature. So like it, just easily is something I could sit down and sketch up something in a matter of minutes and feel okay to continue working off of that piece, because I have so many pieces that are just unfinished. So that is what, these goals are. And so the next thing to that is, what am I going to be doing in order to achieve these goals? So as I said in my goals, I'm going to utilize online classes, especially about art basics. I don't know a lot about the basics, and I think that's what's holding me back the most. And so I think if I take some classes on it, I will get a better understanding and I will feel more confident making choices. And I think that will help my style develop that much quicker. Also, I want to start sketching regularly, working on anatomy studies of animals and humans. I am not quite sure where my art wants to go. I do enjoy some landscape stuff, but I don't think that that is what I like. Let me say, I know that that's not where my passion lies, but I'm not sure if it's more animalistic or if it's more human. So that's what I'm kind of trying to figure out. Also, I want to work on completing monthly art challenges to try drawing more unique prompts. Obviously, if you are constantly drawing from your own imagination, you might get stuck in a kind of a loop of sorts where you're just drawing the same things over and over again and you're not really improving per se. Like you are because you're drawing, but you're drawing the same things and your art starts to get really stiff. And I just think it's important to branch out and try drawing things that you're unfamiliar with, kind of like my painting that you're seeing in this video. This is not something that I've ever drawn before. I enjoy mermaids, but I've never really drawn a whole lot of mermaids. And then to just kind of draw this almost serpent-like creature, and I know that there's a name for it, but I didn't look it up. So if you know the name for it, you can also comment that down below, and then maybe I can add it to my description box or something like that. But anyways, moving on from that, I also want to work on posting my art, whether I love it or not. In order to grow, I need honest and real critiques from people. And if I'm not posting my art that I'm uncomfortable with, there's no way for me to know what it is about it that's throwing me off so bad. So it's important to be sure that I'm posting the good and the bad, and noting when I need those honest feedbacks that, you know, I'm really looking for, trying to figure out what it is about a piece that is just leaving me stuck. Next up on my list is working with other artists and learning something from them, and then to kind of combo with that, studying other artists that I look up to and taking note of what it is about their art that I enjoy, and trying to kind of bring that into my own style and see if it can fit in or if it will help develop my own take of it, I guess. Because even if you look at an artist's work, when you go to draw, it's going to change because you have your own style. So if you look at something that you like about them, say, I really like the way that Drawing with Waffles draws eyes, and you start looking at that, when you go to sketch, it's going to inevitably change in its own way, and you're going to say, oh, well, I like drawing it like this, and then there's your style development. The last thing that I wrote down on my list, and probably the most important thing, is to remind myself that every artist starts somewhere. Growth comes with practice and with the good and the bad. Just keep pushing. And that's going to be the biggest thing of this year, is for me to continue to continue pushing my art to the next level and really getting comfortable with it and just having fun, because that's what it's about. It's the freedom in art that I enjoy, and that's what I want to make better about it this year. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you to enjoy just the music, and yeah, leave me some comments down below. I really want to hear from you guys. Be sure that you give this video a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And be sure that you subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to ring the bell icon so you never miss a beat. Check us out on Instagram at servicedog_stone or at Pullen blogs. And yeah, I will see you guys for the next art video, and hopefully dog intervention there. Hopefully my wrist will be healed up soon so that I can get more videos out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.